Hi Flosstube, it's Chrissy, finally a farm girl. It is Monday, October 25th at about 6:30 at night. Welcome. This is my channel about cross stitch. Every now and then I include some other needle arts, embroidery, primitive rug hooking, kind of yarn. Not very much, but I am about ready to start a granny square Afghan. So I hope to be sharing my first block with you hopefully next Sunday. I normally record on Sunday mornings and things got a little bit off, and I will explain why in a minute. But I did not want to let the week go by. One, I have 2 giveaways to announce and a new one to go ahead and share with you. So hold on till the end. I don't think this is going to be a long one by any means compared to some of the others, but I do have quite a bit of stitchy whips to share with you. So I hope you had a really good week. I hate when I say so I immediately want to stop and start recording over again, but I'm not going to do that, so I will try to refrain. It's just what it is. It is what it is. Anyways, I had a great week. I hope you did too. And I just am so thankful for my stitchy family, my stitchy friends on here as well as locally, and for all the new subscribers. I'm just blown away always at some of the sweetest things that are in the comments. I watched quite a bit of Flosstubes. This week was really, it kind of was like a whirlwind. It was very calm after my last Flosstube, and then all of a sudden it got a little bit crazy in a good way. My husband Randy flew up to Michigan to spend time with his family. So his twin brother Russell and his sister and his mom are still in Michigan. So it just was the perfect time right before the holidays start and after some of all the other move and the graduations, etc., that it seemed like the perfect time for him to just escape, you know, and just have some quality time. So he stayed with his brother and he got to see his mom a few times, and he does arrive home here tonight. So I just feel really blessed that he could do that. And I also had some tremendous help from Olivia and her boyfriend, and Carolina and her boyfriend, who really know now what it takes for me to you know, take care of Philip and all of his needs, as well as the pets and all the other essentials of the house. So you know, it was teamwork, and I'm really very grateful to them for you know, helping pick up the slack where they could. So okay, so Randy left on Friday, and then Friday night I had a really awesome time. I had invited my friend Stitchy Linda on Instagram. Her and I were trying to get together for some fall stitching, kind of pumpkin bread, some snacks, and we ended up grabbing onto about 4 other ladies from the Jacksonville area. So some of them you may know, but it ended up being myself and Linda and Jean from Be Stitched Me on Instagram, Melissa Neely, and Karen. And so I had 4 ladies come here Friday night, and we had we just had so much fun. And I did share on Instagram where we all grabbed our witchy hats, and so we were the Brick City witchy stitchers, and we just had a good night, laughing, relaxing. We all gave each other goodies. I got the cutest little Halloween scissor fob, really cute ghost cookies. It was just a really nice time together, and we were participating in the 24 hours of cross stitch that is hosted by Jen from Quirks and Stitches. She does it, I believe, about once a quarter during the year. And I've done one before by myself, but this was the kickoff. Friday was the kickoff, and so we thought it would be perfect. Well, I never posted a picture of my work. We just got chatting, talking, stitching. We certainly didn't stitch as much as I thought, but we all stitched. And so, you know, we got to just be together, and it was so much fun. It was absolutely such a blessing. I think that we partied a little too much for ourselves, that we're not used to it, because we did not go to bed until 1, and I will say it could have been even a little bit after that, because you're kind of on a high when you sit down and you're with people that you just thoroughly enjoy and you're doing what you love, and then it all of a sudden comes to an end. It's just kind of like hard to go to sleep. So anyways, that was my Friday night. Saturday, I turned around and I had a friend come over from where I used to live. She has a farm around the corner. It's actually where my pig Pumpkin went to live, and she actually got into primitive rug hooking. So I said, hey, come on over, I'll be by myself, we'll get you started. So I gave her some pointers, and she's doing really good, and we had another night of just catching up. That was my weekend, that was my week. It just kind of seemed to go a little crazy, but in a good way. So I feel like I look a little tired, but I'm good. I am ready to stitch tonight, maybe just a little bit in the quiet, and just take it all in. But anyways, okay, so who did I watch? Who did I watch on Flosstube? I watched Jan Hicks, and she had a tour of her new house. Now, I believe the furniture was arriving and all of that. I don't know that there's a video out there yet, but I did get to see, she did a little tour of her new home, as to where things were gonna be and where her cross-stitch room was gonna be, and that was really fun. She's just so excited, and I'm so happy for her. Let's see. I watched Daisy K Primitives. I watched Cat V Stitches, Spooktober. I watched, I did on, I think it was Wednesday night. I don't know if other people do this, but I wanted to stitch and not look up, but I also wanted to watch Flosstube, and every now and then I go back to Brenda and Laura, Brenda in the Serial Starter, and I binge watch more from the very beginning. I absolutely love watching their first few floss tubes, and when they decide which room is best for them. They have their pattern parades, and I don't know why, that's like one of my favorite places to go when I just want to have it on, and I know anytime I look up I'm gonna see something good. So I kind of went into a little Brenda and Laura marathon one night. I watched Fox and Rabbit. I had a great time watching them. And then I watched Made by Michelle McGraw. I watched Tranquil Stitches. Let's see, Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. I loved her Halloween quilt with the kitty cat on it, and then she made the pillow, and oh my gosh, it's just so cute. I watched Carol Saltbox Stitcher, and she went through, there was another retreat, and each one of them have been sharing what, their part of the retreat and what they brought home, and she had her haul, and it was really fun to watch Carol this week, because of course there was just nothing but pretty things to watch her bring out. Let's see here, 911 Stitcher. I watched Stacy. She went through and had a special floss tube all about the ideas for the upcoming Black Sampler November. That is hosted by Modern Folk Embroidery. So, okay, I have been talking for 10 minutes and haven't shown you anything, but I think I've caught you up on a good chunk, and I'll share the rest as we go. So, okay, I talked about a Twin Peak Primitives pattern that I wanted to kind of put my own spin on and work with Nerdan and Nersan and come up with maybe a modified Christmas carol. So this was the original. I shared this 2 episodes back with my ideas, and it has never been stitched, I don't believe. That's why the picture is more of her artwork. At this point, we are already made a couple of changes. One, this looks like it's full coverage, and it's not. This is all full coverage. So I'm not gonna do all the snow. I will do some around the buildings. But as of right now, we have, I don't think you can see it over here, but there is a, hold on one second here. Okay. All right, on this side is where I'm at. This right here is going to stay. I've added, or Nerdan did, but I asked her if she could add some candles in the window, and this is going to be the counting shop where Scrooge and Marley, and so I know for a fact in the movie, if you recall, I mean, he was obviously very frivolous, and they worked by candlelight. So we were going to put candles in the window. That's coming next, and this right here is going to change to his sign, so that you know what this building will represent. So where I'm at right now, and I know there'll be more to come, is right here. I'm using a dyed floss on this, so you get a really good pretty red with some changes. This is the side of the building. This is where the light post will be. These are the steps going in. So this is, I am not confident that this will get finished by this Christmas, but I am gonna do my best, and I think it's going to turn out real pretty. This is on, let me check here. I believe this is on 28 count Jobelan Water Lily. And so far, these are, oh, there goes the cat in the chair. These are the colors. So this red, which I will need a lot of, is Indian Summer by Weeks Dye Works. So I'm excited. I am excited to kind of help put a spin on the modifications of this, and I think it's going to come to life real nice. So that's Twin Peak Primitives, A Christmas Carol. And if you're at all inclined and love it the way you know that it is, by all means, it's a beautiful pattern. You could do your own changes as well. This is available right now on their website and Etsy shop. So that is how far I got on that, and that was a start because I hadn't started it before, so that was a new start. That's a whip, a work in progress, as we all say. Okay, the next one was the Mirabilia, my first Mirabilia, which you've all seen, is Lady of the Flag. And I got a little more progress in. She's turning into my Sunday stitch. Now, she wasn't this week, but she's kind of turning into my Sunday stitch, and I like that. So she is stitched on 30 count Constitutional Linen by Primitive Hair, and the last I showed you, I was working a little on the flower, and I had a line, but I've gotten all of this is where I worked. So I think I had this line down here, but I filled and filled all in here and a little bit up in here. So I really like it. I really like it. It does take where I feel like you want to work on a couple nights in a row for sure. And I'm finding you kind of got to find your own way. That's just my opinion on it as far as how you're gonna build it. I think I see others where they just really work all in one, and maybe that's the best way. But right now this seems to be working for me, and I absolutely love the colors. So that is Lady of the Flag. And these are the 30 or more colors that go with it. It's all DMC. And the linen is, I said it before, the linen is really nice to work with. Absolutely makes maybe a new person to work with Mirabilia. Maybe it makes it just that much nicer because it's not hard to see at all. Let me just zip this up. Okay, the next one is this is going to be the second in a series of the Twin Peak Primitives. Their first one was released last year, and I model stitched it and collaborated with them on a series called At Home with Santa. The first one was called A Patriotic Christmas Eve, and I loved all the comments. There was a few comments where people are like, I stitched that last year, I can't wait for this to come out. So I think you're gonna absolutely be so happy. It is really coming together, and I did not want to put it down. I started it, and I think I stitched on it almost for sure. I recorded on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I might have worked on it Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday during the day. But this is where I'm at now, and the biggest addition I had was Santa. Again, it might be hard to see his faces at night here with the light, but let me see if I can get it good. So, see, she shows up better right there. Maybe if I come in here, there you go. It's hard. Oops, sorry about that. And then this, I guess I could leave it a secret, but you probably guessed it. This is going to be a fireplace, which obviously I would just absolutely assume that Santa and Mrs. Claus had a fireplace in their kitchen. So, you know, this year is going to be where they are having their morning coffee, Christmas morning. And I love the little elf. I shared with you last time, it's been really fun to add the bright red with the deep red. The little elf is adorable. Now the border, I have the framework, but inside of it are pretty much kind of like these. And this is a shelf, and I can't wait. That's coming next week, the fireplace in that. And there's something really fun coming in here. So that's Santa and Mrs. Claus. And let me see if this might help you with the size of what it's gonna be. Oopsie. I want to get it out of the way for you a little bit. But it's so cute. I can't wait. If it gets a little bit more, then I'm gonna pull out the one from last year, and I can't wait to see them displayed together. But anyways, that's my model stitch for right now. I have one more that's a secret stitch. But these are your colors. There you go. I think I have my light angled just a little bit too harshly, and I'm a little maybe too close up. But the colors are really, really pretty. Okay, it's called Christmas Morning at Santa's Kitchen. So I will give this one some more work this week. I know I've made one goal for myself, and it is that during the week, during the day, that's usually when I stitch on the models, one of them will be finished this week. Either Santa, so it can get out there, or my secret stitch. One of those two I want to check off my list, because I want to be able to, you know, add other things for my holiday stitching, and one of them needs to go. Okay, so let's see. The next one that I worked on was, I had a start, because I'm pretty confident because I posted this, but I did share what I got. This is, maybe I did share this. Boy, see what happens when you do this at night? Oh no. Okay, this is Whilst Iris Naps Designs. This, a lot of people have seen by now. I've shared it twice. And this one is the one where it's free when you make your donation to the Breast Cancer Society, raising funds for Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October. I was stitching this in honor of my brother-in-law, Russell's, which is where, you know, Randy's at right now, for his wife who passed away from breast cancer. And this is the start I have on it. And these are my colors. I'm only using two colors, a light and a dark. And I had to stop. I would have kept going, but I had to stop because I ran out of Victorian Pink by their sampler threads by Gentle Art. So luckily, sweet Linda swung in Brick City before she came Friday night when we were stitching and grabbed me some extra, because I was really having fun with this. This is really an enjoyable stitch. But I think it's going to be so pretty. And the dark that I'm using is Weeks Dye Works Camellia. So it is stitched on 28 count Legacy by Picture This Plus. And it's got a beautiful, just some beautiful modeling in there. Let's see, there you go. That's true. It's just so pretty. So I'm really excited. And that's the lightest, and I feel like I can see that really well. So anyways, I'm loving this, and I can't wait to get back to it. And then the bag that I showed you, this was the bag that came, that was a complete surprise. This was by Creative Country Girl, and I'm keeping it in this, and then as soon as I'm done with the Whilst Iris Naps sampler, which the name of that I should have told you is Eliza M. Stone 1881. You can get that as a PDF download. But then I'm gonna go right into the new release by Mama Loves You GB, Miss Michelle, and stitch her, hold on one second, I'll get it and show it to you. I know I showed it to you last time, but I'm gonna go right into this on November 1st, and so that I can participate in Black Sampler November. So this is Nessie Mitchell 1929, and this one was designed by Michelle of Mama Loves You GB. So, and another easy one to get, you can get off of Etsy. And I know that these two are both not huge, so I feel like they're both something I can accomplish and still work on, you know, Christmas projects and things like that. I know that these bags by, whoopsie, hold on one second here. The bags by Creative Country Girl, she's got these ready to be listed, I believe. It comes with this awesome, I'm not gonna put anything on it yet because those other ones, they just don't have, I don't have enough floss, but it's such a gorgeous bag. And it's so nice and big. And I know she put out a video sharing, she did a tour, she did two things, two floss tubes. One was a tour of her, I believe she called it like her workroom. I think she also has another room, another sewing room. But anyways, it's her studio. And anyways, she also shared another floss tube that was just a small one about the prices and the sizes, and this other one that I about jumped out of my chair that had zippers on both sides. That's probably going to be under my tree for Christmas because that thing was awesome. And you know, I got to think about StitchCon. think about some of these things now. So pretty sure Santa needs to bring me that one if he's listening, because it had a zipper on the front and a zipper on the back, and she shared it, and it's awesome. So I'm really excited about some of her future bags. Okay, the next whip was, I started on October 13th. Twin Peaks Primitive has their SAL, which is the Haunted House Sampler. Now it's hosted by Emily C. Eclectic Possessions, and it started on October 13th. The hashtag is Haunted House Sampler SAL. And you know, of course, you can tag her, tag Twin Peak Primitives, tag me. I love seeing them. But it's such a fun pattern. So fun. My kids are loving watching it come together. I did it again. Last time my word was phenomenal. I think I said phenomenal 50 times. It just felt like it. Tonight is apparently, but hey, it's so fun to stitch. So this is my progress. I worked on this pretty much monogamously all weekend as far as my 24 hours of cross stitch. I made sure I could get right on down and get over to this house, and I wanted to get that ghost in. So goal met, and let me see if I can get a little bit closer for you. It's so fun. It really is. And the border, even though it's really pretty to look at and it looks intricate, it's very easy to follow. Really easy to follow. And it's, if you haven't got it and you love, you know, Halloween, it's you want to add it to your collection, because it's really just such a joy to stitch. So here's my ghosty. Like that's the true color. I believe it's called guacamole. Let me check it out for you. I had got the kit, and then I changed the colors of the linen, and I changed. Oh, sorry, no, 32 count Belfast grasshopper. I always want to call it guacamole, but anyways, grasshopper. And I gotta tell you, a lot of people were, you know, we've always been honest about what we love to stitch on, and I'm going to say 32 has been really nice, a nice change. And anyways, I'm really loving it, and it's gonna be so cute. I'm gonna try, and I thought originally that I would get some stitches in it, work on it through October, be part of the SAL, get a good chunk, and stop. And I don't think I'm gonna stop. I think I'm gonna just go ahead, keep working on it, take it to a finish, and through November, and you know, I'll either have a gift for my daughter or keep it for next year, whatever. But I think I'm gonna, it's just so much fun to work on, and I got to get over to this other ghost. So anyways, that is Twin Peak Primitives Haunted House Sampler. Let me put that one away, and let me share with you this sweet little, see if I can put it on here, I guess. One of the little gifts that I got was this scissor fob. It's got black cat. Really cute. This stuff is just so fun. It really is. It's just so fun. But okay, so that was all my whips, and I feel like I did pretty good as far as touching a few things. I think I worked on about five pieces. So the next thing was haul, and I didn't have a lot. I think I was working more towards just thinking about everybody coming over, and I had gift bags, and it was just fun. But one thing that I did grab that I fell in love with, let me open it so I can show you. I am thinking a lot about Christmas, and I grabbed Cottage Gardens Christmas delivery. Let's see if I can get it in that little, there. So I haven't kitted it up yet or anything. I really do love the blue. I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna stitch it on a blue, and I just love this. So whether I started or not this year, I don't know, but I really was definitely needed to be added to my stash. So, 1 second here. And that came from my local needle shop, Brick City. And then I went ahead and bought from, when everybody was coming over, and we were all wearing our witch hats, I thought it would be really cute if I went ahead and downloaded Tiny Modernists. It's their Halloween calendar, and I don't care for, I printed it out on a cardstock, and it was a tan, and it doesn't show up very good, so I'm gonna reprint it. But I really thought this would be so cute, and whether I make smalls or not, but I think I will do it in the calendar, and probably maybe next year for my daughter's birthday. That might be a good one. But anyways, this was a cute download, and I'd been looking at it for a long time, so I'm happy to have that one and be ready. Okay, so as far as plans, I'm gonna just continue working on the same ones. The only plans I know that I really want to stick to are, 1, I will put a day or 2 in Lady of the Flag. 2, I will have a finish of one of those 2 models. I want to make sure one of them gets checked off, gets into the framer, because then the other one will be finished potentially the very next, week, and then I have back-to-back framing. So it's time to make sure one of those gets done, and it's going to be November 1st soon. So, I would like to make sure that those things are off of my plate and that new release is available for you. And get it back into the hands of the twins. Which, by the way, did you watch their interview? Sambrie Stitches does her own Flosstube. It's Sambrie Stitches. And she also does Flosstube where she interviews. And I know most of you already know all this, but anyway, she had interviewed the twins. And it was such a joy to watch. I mean, yes, you have to listen carefully, but that's okay. I mean, it was really so cute to know some of their stories that they shared, and the history of their journey and how they got there, and all the different places that they've lived, and the risk that they took to start their business. And it was just really, really sweet. And even for me, I learned so much more. So if you get a chance, watch the twins on Sambrie Stitches. And then when I was here, one of the favorite things I've watched people do, and especially Linda, Stitchy Linda on Instagram, I feel like I say that all the time, but that's who it is, and is stitch 1/1 on 25 count. So I am going to try my Cinnamon Sticks Santa, this one. I picked this pattern to start with because I probably would keep him out maybe somewhere. We'll see, but just because he's patriotic. So this is Santa is a Star, and this is by Homespun Elegance, Sandra Sullivan. And so I am going to, Linda picked me up some 25 count Lugana Country Mocha, and I think it's going to be perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and I am going to try 1/1, and so I'm ready to go. So I would like to get a start in it, just to start. One night when it's quiet, I'd like to start and feel how that goes, because when she stitches like that, it's just so dainty and so beautiful. And I have been eyeing that, so I wanna go ahead and try it. And you know, it's funny because usually around this time of the year, I start thinking about my word of the year. It's something that I've done, I think this is going to be about 5 years now, and it's usually one word. And I think that I've got my words, and they're 2 words. Hey babe. So anyways, I'll share that with you at the very end. Okay, so while everybody was here on Friday night, Linda mentioned that her and a friend she had met up at StitchCon, had already picked out their Christmas Day start. And when she mentioned it, she said it was the Noel sampler. And I'm like, hey, I have that. I have that kitted. Actually, I have not bought too many from Country Sampler, but this is one that I fell in love with when I watched Brenda, that she had done, and it's just so beautiful. I learned what a ghost alphabet was. It's one that doesn't show up very much, but it's okay. It's kind of meant to be that way, and it was so pretty. So it's really more of a lighter stitch, but Country Sampler kitted it up with their conversion, and that's what I have. So it's a little different, and it's a little bit darker. And what they sent me was 36 count tin roof, and I think I'm gonna give it a shot. It's dark, and I'm gonna get them on some floss drops, and I'll show it to you next time, and we'll kind of look. But here's the deal. This is 36 count, and I'm just now liking 32. So this could be my new nighttime stitch. But let me give you the information, because I was so excited because I've had it, and I just felt a little hesitant, even though it's absolutely so beautiful. If you ever get a chance, go back and you know, binge watch Brenda and Laura, and you will see this, and it's just really pretty. So it's called the Noel Sampler. It's by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread, and let me give you the details. This is a SAL. This is how a SAL is born. Bunch of women sitting around, or men and women, and all of a sudden someone says, hey, I'm gonna do that, and somebody else says, I've got that too, can I start with you? And the next thing you know, a SAL is born. So we are going to start the Noel Sampler on Christmas Day. It's going to be our Christmas Day start. The goal is, if you were going to StitchCon Weekend A, which Linda and her friend are, I'm gonna get you her name, everybody's name, and everybody would bring it either finished or where your progress is at, and share it with each other, which I think is really fun. So you would start Christmas Day, and then you go to StitchCon in June, and you would share how far you are, and maybe you'd be finished, I'm not sure. But either way, let me give you the 2 names in case you have this pattern, because since then she shared on Instagram, and I think I've seen about 6 people ready and have ordered it or have had it and said, yes, I want to do it too. So it's already in the works, and I just think that's funny, but that's how quickly a SAL will start. But let me do one thing for you, and I want to make sure to get the right names so that you can follow them, because it would be nice. Linda and her friend, hold on a second, Martha, are hosting the SAL, which means if you can tag them, follow them and tag them in your progress, you know, it's just so nice that you get feedback from everybody else. So the hashtag is going to be, one moment, the Noel Sampler Sal. Hashtag Noel Sampler Sal, starting Christmas Day, I already said that. Martha and Stitchy Linda. So Stitchy Linda, STITCHYLINDA, and Martha, those are your hosts. Martha's account is Martha X Stitch Crazy. So it's MARTHA, Martha X Stitch Crazy, CRAZIE, not YIE. Okay, so you will see their post. Both of them have posted it. You will see their post about the SAL, and then you can join in, and I hope you will, because I think, one, it's Brenda Gervais. How can you go wrong? And two, it's a beautiful sampler with a red house. It checks all the boxes. Laura, if you're listening, Laura, if you didn't, I know Brenda already did, maybe you want to join us. So anyways, this is your upcoming Christmas Day SAL, and that is how a SAL is born. It just happens very fast. Okay, I'm literally almost done. I'm gonna make this in under an hour, which is crazy. Thinking about Christmas, I've been thinking about Christmas so much. I already have my box. Now this is the box that like Brenda Gervais has a couple of patterns that go in, but I'm gonna do this the same way I did my Thanksgiving one, but this one is gonna get painted red. And I did purchase 2 Etsy gingerbread and Christmas smalls, but I don't want to print it on. I need to get new cardstock, and I will share those with you as my haul on Sunday and get it done right. And maybe by then my box will be painted. But I'm excited because this one I want to theme with Mr. and Mrs. Claus and gingerbread. Just cooking and baking and just all that kind of goodness. And I did order the Stitching with the Housewives. It'll be my first pattern I've ever gotten of theirs. They have a new one out where it has Mr. and Mrs. Claus, and it's more vertical. And I'm gonna stitch just Mr. Claus and Mrs. Claus. As soon as I get that pattern, I'll show it to you, because I want them to be small, like little stand-ups. So I guess I don't need to hold this box up anymore, but I did get my box, and I'm excited to start focusing on Christmas. So, all right, let's see. Stitchy Kindness, Happy Mail. It is just always so sweet, just really so sweet. And I was blessed this week by Oh So Sweet, Goose, and Denise is just the sweetest, and she gifted me one of her new Christmas bags. Make sure it gets in there good with the barn. I need to get the Lori Holt, I need to get that new It's So Emma barn pattern and add it to here. But she also sends with it, she makes these beautiful little felted books that go with it, and then this is where you can put your spare, you can put your needle in here, you can put your excess thread that you just, you know, so you don't lose it, and just be able to pick it up right where you left it. And it has a little loop here, like to me, you could clip your scissors in here. So this is adorable because it's got coordinating fabric for the farm. So, I mean, to me, this has some pretty cute Lori Holt stuff that you could, even though it's not her fabric, but like you could totally go to town with this in this bag. And I thank you so much, Denise. It is really, really so special when someone says, I want to send you something and thanks for what you do. And that's really what a lot of them say, because I'm like, it's not necessary. And they're just like, it's our way of saying thank you to you. And that's just so kind. So anyways, check out Goose. I love that she's got the vinyl front, so you can see exactly what you're working on. And I will say one of the nicest things that I think that she has is free shipping. I gotta tell you, sometimes the shipping on these bags gets pretty pricey, and rightfully so. I understand that, you know, you're mailing something, but this is such an affordable, you know, designer to go check out her bags. And I know that she had a really cute Santa one that was like, oh, so beautiful, traditional type Santa that anyways, you'll want to check her out. And again, her name is the Etsy shop is .goose. Let me if I can, there you go. .goose design. Okay. And many of you already have her bags because she's well known. We kind of all know Denise. However, just in case, check her out. And you know, I'm going to tell you, these are such great gifts. Such great gifts to stitchers. So just in case hubbies are listening or boyfriends are listening, never can have too many project bags. Okay. There was this awesome thing that happened, and I am so happy that I get to share it with you. But I'm gonna do my two giveaways so that that's officially done. Okay, let's go back and spend 2 seconds on the 5,000 subscriber contest giveaway. It never got claimed, so I have a new winner, and let me announce that right now. The new winner here, hold on 1 second here, of the cornucopia for the 5,000 subscriber is Mindy Brown. Mindy Brown, M-I-N-D-Y Brown, B-R-O-W-N. She had a nice comment. She had just recently picked cross stitch back up after 15 years. So Mindy, this is awesome because you are going to get this cornucopia of stitchy goodness, and I am so happy to send it to you and get it off. Somebody should be enjoying this stuff. So I'm so excited to announce, and what you need to do is either, if you follow me on Instagram, send me a direct message. If you follow me on Facebook, send me a message there. If you want, comment on my video today and say, hey, I'm Mindy, and okay. But another great way is my email address is finallyafarmgirl@gmail.com. You can email me, that's fine, and just tell me who you are, and that's fine. I have double checked that everybody is subscribing. I'm really appreciative because it just makes it that much easier. But that takes care of the 5,000 subscriber giveaway. And the winner again, Mindy Brown. I really hope to hear from you, Mindy. The next one was the last week's giveaway, which was for White Christmas Kit. And this is a limited edition kit by Twin Peak Primitives. So cute. I can't tell you how much I want to stitch this like right now. This church to me is so awesome, but your comments about winters were so sweet, and some of them were so magical, and I had to laugh out loud a few times because I love it when people are honest and they're like, I hate winter. I don't want snow. I like such, and I love it because I really do laugh out loud at some of these comments. So the winner, make sure I get it right, and usually I have something to hold up, but I didn't get them to get printed out since I was doing it late, the winner is, okay, Paulette Kurt Costa, P-A-U-L-E-T-T-E, and the last name is C-U-R-T-C-O-S-T-A. And the comment was, Chrissy, congratulations on the weight loss. Love the green box and all the goodies in it. Mr. and Mrs. Claus are looking great. I would love to stitch White Christmas. Our winter here is never quite the same. Some years we have tons of snow, and some years small amounts. Have a great week. Okay, Paulette, you are the winner of this kit. I'm excited to send it to you. You know exactly how to reach me. So I would love to get it off to you so you could get stitching on it. Thanks so much. And like I said, you can find me email or DM, whichever one works best for you, and I'll hold it to you till I hear from you. Okay, that takes care of those two. Put this back away. Okay, now the fun thing that happened this week was Fat Quarter Shop sent me a package, and they sent something for me and they sent something for you, and it is so cool. So I opened mine and I've left yours sealed, but what you're going to win this week, the winner will win Be in My Bonnet's 2022 planner. Okay, so I'm going to show you mine. It was so exciting when they asked if I wanted to participate in, you know, when they send out some things to other Instagrammer or Flosstubers, so that you know, you can see these amazing products that they have up close and personal and have an opportunity to win them. And why would I not want to do that for y'all? So anyways, I thought it was just going to be one, and it was two. So one, thank you so much, Fat Quarter Shop. But here it is. This is the 2022 planner, and it's by Be in My Bonnet. And then it's put out by, let me show you the back here. It comes in this really nice box, like heavy duty box. Okay, so I'm gonna show you something. I love this so much because I love a planner that has dividers in it by the month. I'm working with one right now and it doesn't have the dividers, and I'm constantly like trying to figure out, am I gonna clip something or what am I gonna do so I can get to it quickly? But I love the fact that it has these dividers in it. Then there's the next part that I thought was really cool, because this is not just a stitchy planner. This is a life planner. And I love the fact that it includes, you know, both. It's got planning my year, special days to remember, that's just up front. Then you have your month and your notes, and it gives you a good amount of space to write notes, like a good chunk. Let me show you what else I liked, because it was exciting to me. Okay, so in this, at the very beginning of the month, it gives you a place to put like to-dos. So in all different areas. So this one is priorities, shopping, personal goals, and health goals. This totally is up my alley, because I know I'm still gonna have to work at this next year. You know, I partied over the weekend with friends, and when I party, I mean, I ate goodies because it was our fall, you know, our fall little stitch-in. So of course I ate all the pumpkin goodies. But I have the ability now to go right back at what I was doing, and I like that. And this is important, because without feeling healthy, then I'm not gonna feel like I wanna stitch. So I like that it breaks down into what your priorities are, what you wanna shop for, you know, what your personal goals are for yourself, as well as your health goals. So I really liked that. And it carries over each month. And then there's a good amount of space for writing under each day. And then at the end of each week is your to-do list. And then this is, hey, are you drinking enough water? Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. So I have to admit, I wasn't sure when I opened this up what it would be like, and it's absolutely so cool. And one of you guys gets to, you know, gets to have one. I was gonna go to the back real quick. At the very back, it gives you a whole section on nothing but nothing but notes. So anyways, thank you, Fat Quarter Shop. And now you guys, I have, let me show you a second here, put this away. make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, this is made by It's So Emma, and it says, calling all busy bees, tame your schedule in 2022 with our new 2022 Bee in My Bonnet Planner by Lori Holt of Bee in My Bonnet Company. A spiral-bound dated planner includes sections for monthly and weekly planning, as well as a note section, and it's cute, and they are right. So anyways, 12 months of tabbed planners, 12 months of weekly planners, and 172 pages, and it's 5 inches by 8.25. So it's just a nice size. You can put it right by all your other stitchy stuff. Now, I'm gonna tell you, this doesn't replace the, what comes out from Needlework Press, where you keep track of your daily stitching. You can, and I will, but this to me is a full circle type planner. This to me is something that it will have stitching in it, but it's going to have my other family goals, house goals, stitching goals, and health goals. So I mean, I just like that this is full circle. This doesn't have to be just one thing. So, and like I said, so I've got 2 and one's for you. So this is the giveaway for this week. The word is just going to be planner, Planner. I think you can come up with some pretty fun things with the word planner. So if you are at all interested, then just use the word planner in the comment sections. You need to be a subscriber. It is something that, it's nice that this goes to, sorry, it was kind of, I don't know, my eyes are getting tired. But anyways, be a subscriber. Don't use the word giveaway. Don't use the word winner. Don't, I think everybody by now knows the rules, and I will just be excited to hear from everybody, including Mindy Brown and Paulette. So, and get these off to you. But that was so fun this week. That was really fun that the Fat Quarter Shop sent this my way, and now I can send it your way. I did want to say that the Lincoln Sampler Stitch Along is still going on. The Stitching Generations SAL is still going on, and November 4th is right around the corner, which means that will be our first giveaway for the Lincoln Sampler and Stitching Generations that I am hosting with Stitching with the Sisterlies, Cheryl and Colleen. If you don't follow them, give them a follow. I believe they might have a new Flosstube up that I haven't watched yet, so that'll be what I'm watching and stitching to tonight, because I do love to watch them. There's that word again. I think I covered it all in 58 minutes, and I'm so happy to have spent this time with you. I was missing you. I really love to do my Flosstube Sunday morning. There's something really nice about that, but I also didn't want time to slip away, and I wanted these winners to know that they had won. And so anyways, my words for next year that the Lord has placed on my heart is trust and try. And I think that that's just perfect, because it's so funny that I'm trying some new things. This has been the strangest year, and it has been a roller coaster ride of emotions. Every single emotion, I think I've had it. From January 4th, my mom passing away, to girls graduating high school, to proms, to, just Philip turning 21. Life moved forward regardless, and it hasn't been easy, but at the same time, there has been some really beautiful things that have happened, and of course blessings, and you guys are one of them. You guys have been part of it through the whole thing. I've probably cried on 5 floss tubes for sure, and I'm only at 21. It's just been one of those years that I think that I did not ever expect that in the same year that I lost my mom would be the same year that I went to my first retreat. That it would be the same year that all of a sudden I was hosting small but so sweet and special stitch-y type gatherings. You know, my friends, my stitchy friends come into my house. When I do that, I have to trust that it's going to go well with Philip, that he's going to go to sleep on time. When I invite people over at 7 o'clock after he goes to bed, I need to trust that it's going to be okay and that he's going to go to sleep and that I'm going to be able to enjoy it, because that's hard. What do you do if you invite people over and then it doesn't go well? Sorry, I can't do this, guys. No, you can't do that. And as this whole year unfolded between mom and then I decided, why am I not trying to Flosstube? Why am I not? People have asked, people say you could. Mom and I talked about it. You know, why am I not? And I gave it a shot. And then that led to going up and making Brick City cross stitch, my local needle shop, you know, my second family, my second, you know, my home away from home, and becoming, you know, really good friends with the owner. And it's just been something else. And we moved. We just trusted our instinct and where the Lord was directing us, and we sold the farm and we moved, and just so happy here, just absolutely so happy here. I have some of the cutest pictures to share with you as to what this community, we have about 17 small neighborhoods within the plantation where I live, and all of these communities, these little neighborhoods, are decorating their entryways for Halloween. I love it. I absolutely love seeing these golf carts of these, you know, of these neighbors gathering around the entranceway and just decorating for Halloween. It's crazy and it's so fun, and so many highs in the midst of so many lows too. So I have been wondering what my words would be, and you know, and then I was brave enough to say, okay, I'd like to try StitchCon. I'd like to go away to a retreat. I'd like to fly, drive, whatever it is, and you know, I'd love to go to Nashville. I'd love to do some of these things. So my words for next year are trust and try. And of course, trust means to trust in Him, and try means, you know, don't worry about the 36 count. Don't worry about the neighbors. Don't worry about, just try it. Just try it. My mom would have said, just try it. You might like it, you know? So I'm going to focus on those words, and I'm gonna, you'll probably hear them more than once, because I think that's, it's obviously going to be in my planner. And, you know, I think Lori Holt would get a kick out of the fact that, you know, I love when I hear her talk about her Sabbath stitching. And I know that stitching is always a good time to think. And we're planners, whether we're big planners or little planners. My mom was a big planner. I'm not as big as a planner as her, but at the same time, the planner is in me. So yeah. I think out of this year, I've figured out that I need to trust in Him, and I want to continue trying new things. I will tell you, I'm never going to eat carrots because I don't like them, and I don't like onions, so I'm not going to try those. I don't like roller coaster rides, and I don't like heights, so those aren't going to happen. But StitchCon, trying 1/1, trying some new things around here too. We'll just see where it takes me. So thank you for sitting with me. Congratulations to the winners, and I am anxious to have my husband back home. And other than that, everybody Don't forget to floss. Love ya. See you next week. Oh, Sunday. I'll see you Sunday.